We're talking about self-care and the importance of self-care.
Hi, I'm Lauren Selby.
And I'm Jamie Selby.
And we've got three beautiful kids, Jackson, Alara and Tobias.
And we're currently travelling the world.
We're trying to show you how to live the ultimate life by living life the way that you want to. So we've been asked a question recently, how do we get time apart or do any self-care whilst we're living under each other's feet in the van? And you can see around us, we're trying to do some filming, the kids are getting grumpy because they're hungry, or headphones or food. They're a bit of a difference.
It's very, very difficult. It doesn't matter whether we're in the van or in a house. You know, this is a prime example of what we have to contend with as parents, because, you know, Ipek's just out of shot here with Alara. Jackson's in the background now trying to eat his food on the sofa. Jackson, can you come sit down, please?
Table, please.
I just want to reiterate here, me time for us is it's not necessarily just spending time by yourself. Me time is almost this new movement that we're trying to create for parents, in the sense of, you know, it's not just about, you know, spending time by yourself or just being lonely or something like that.
It's a way of thinking, a way of taking what you do and actually having a purpose for it, because quite often I guess you found yourself sat there scrolling through your phone when you have me time and you're like, well, how is that serving you? Like, are you actually meditating, or are you just scrolling mindlessly through your phone looking for some sort of inspiration to pop out and say, hey, come and do this?
Yeah.
And I know
we all do it.
We all do it, you know, we often do it, but it's about being mindful to say, you know, where am I spending that time? And we all have this one word, guilt. I call it mum guilt, you call it dad guilt, the rest of the world call it guilt. But, you know, when we're taking that time to ourselves, or for personal development or self-care or whatever it is that you're using your time for, be mindful about when you're doing it. So, so come back to it. We got asked the question, how do we get time for ourselves or self-care whilst we're in the van? But you can see we're not even in the van right now.
Yeah, we're not even in the van, and we don't at times. We don't get time to ourselves. You know, we have three children.
Who all want our attention.
Three lucky accidents.
In a minute.
No, they're absolute gifts. Like, every child is a miracle.
Again, the point is, how do we get self-care or me time or time alone in the van? Well, actually, let me ask you a question. How do you get that in a house or in a villa or on a boat or on a plane? Like, it's the same. It's just a way of reframing your mind. First thing I would do is make a list of what you class as self-care, what the different types of self-care are. I've got, you know, we'll put it in the link below. I've already got a little self-care daily routine print out, give you some ideas of what you can do for self-care. But it was about the guilt word. Like, I was going to the spa to get my self-care, me time, whatever it was, and I was feeling guilty.
Jackson, you jumped at me. You did it.
Why self-care is so important, and also supporting your partner, is, I mean, what do you think they're going to feel if you're supporting them get what they need in life? How do you think they're going to show up? You think they're going to show up as a better person or a worse person? Why I support Lauren in getting self-care, and why I feel like it's important for you to also support your loved ones in getting self-care, especially when you've got kids, is, so like now we're at the beach, the little ones are in there watching the iPads. I don't really like it, but we're getting some video footage or some audio footage, and now Alara wants to escape. But I think it's important to show this because Lauren is now getting some self-care. She's getting 3 to 4 hours of her hair done. She's getting pampered. She's getting coffees and really treated like a princess, for want of a better word. But what that's going to do for her self-esteem is it's going to lift it. What that's going to do for her mood is going to lift it. What that's going to do for our sex life is going to lift it. Like, everything just improves just by me supporting her, by not allowing her, because that's the wrong word, because I'm not like her boss. I can't say, oh, you can go to this self-care. I'm just supporting her and saying, no, you go. So she doesn't feel guilty about going for self-care. And that's why I feel like it's really, really important that you support your loved ones and that they support you, because it is reciprocal.
So it's really important to take self-care as a mum, particularly when you're giving
all of your energy and your goodness out to your family. Anybody should take a lot of self-care, and that could be anything from like 5 minutes a day to a whole day or a weekend, whatever it is that suits you. Because when you're giving your energy out to everybody else, our cup starts to get empty. And when actually we're not filling it back up, we start to get a little bit cranky, a little bit moody. You'll notice that you tend to snap a little bit quicker. If we're filling up our cup every day, whether it's just putting the kettle on and having a hot drink and really focusing on, you know, the cup swirling round as we change the colour, if we add in tea or milk, whatever it is that you're having, just taking that 5 minutes to actually focus on the water will really help you to stop thinking about everything else you've got to do as a parent.
Do you support me to take time to fill up my cup?
Yes.
And I completely support you to do that. It's just our communication and our mindset to say, right, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's about managing expectations. So my expectations were that, so for example, if I say to Lauren, I need to take 5 minutes, right? Then I take 5 hours. She's going to be upset. 1, she's going to be worried about where I've gone. 2, she's going to be worried that I've like jumped off a bridge or something. You know, maybe calling the police. You've been close to that.
You learn to take it.
Yeah, because
instead of asking for it, we have to take it.
Yeah.
If we're arguing, we feel hostile. If we're feeling a bit like we need to get out, then we just get out. We just open the door and get out. Like, it's the same as if you're in a house or on a plane or on a boat. If you need that time, you need to take it, because when you fill up your own cup first, you're a better version of you for everybody else. And if your energy is good, it passes on and transfers into those around you.
Yes, so I'm feeling a little bit of guilt now because like Jackson's wanting my attention, and he's just trying to breathe through it. Join us on our adventure
As we inspire you to live your ultimate life.
Please like and subscribe. So the words are coming out my mouth, but I don't know what they're saying. Do you know what they're saying? Can you? It's upset because
Please come upstairs.
we don't.
My children don't want to play with me. They never want my attention. I sit on the floor, they get games out. No, mummy, we don't want to do that. No, mummy, don't want to do that. We want to play on our own. Now you put a camera out and that's it. Me, please.